Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, a correction. Did a video this morning. In that video, I shared a clip of Abdul Fattah al-Sisi's speech. Egyptian president responded to the implementation of CFA Cooperation Framework Agreement. In that video, I said that how would Ethiopia react if a country builds a dam on a river that enters Ethiopia? Several viewers corrected me. They said, Sajid, no major river enters Ethiopia. Rivers originate from Ethiopia. Almost all rivers, they said, whether it's Blue Nile or other rivers. So there is no question of a dam built by a neighboring country which could hurt Ethiopia. Thanks for correcting. Yes, I did not study all the rivers and their routes. So thanks for correcting me. Two new stories now. There's first attack on judiciary in Ethiopia in the Amhara region since last year. So since last year, we have been seeing armed conflict in the Amhara region, security situation deteriorating, but we never saw direct attacks, assassination attacks on judges. First attack on a judge who has been killed. Who killed the judge? Is Fano behind this attack or some other group? Secondly, National Bank of Ethiopia at least intervened. I called for this intervention weeks ago. I said the Ethiopian banks were not operating in a transparent manner. The National Bank authorized them to buy and sell dollars, but they were deliberately buying more, selling less, making it difficult for people to buy dollars. So National Bank of Ethiopia had to intervene last night, and it passed some directions have had an immediate impact, and suddenly the selling price of dollar has declined in Ethiopia now. Now selling price is down. Around 10% decrease we are seeing. Let's start from the Amhara region. We know that since last year, fighting between Fano and military has been ongoing. Off and on, we see fighting. Gujum is totally destabilized. Almost on daily basis, we receive reports of clashes, minor or major, in different parts of Gujum. Situation the same almost in Showa, in Wollo, in Gondar too. The government claims as if the region is returning to normalcy. Basically, there is no change on the ground. The military has launched a peace campaign recently to crush Fano fighters. Fano fighters adopted two tactics in this conflict. The two tactics have been in operation since last year: ambush and assassinations. They assassinate people in power, in top positions, who are anti-Fano, who are pro-military, who are heading the operations against Fano, who are leading the offensive on Fano. They are targets of assassination attacks. We have lost count of assassinations in the Amhara region so far. So many have been committed. A judge was killed in Amhara region yesterday. Assassinated because it was a target killing, assassination, you can say. Dasi Wareda court judge has been assassinated. Mulugata Kabede is his name. A bomb was planted in his vehicle, in his car. While he was traveling in the vehicle with his driver, the bomb went off. The vehicle destroyed. The judge died on the spot, reportedly. His driver was injured too. He's unconscious. He was taken to a hospital. He's being treated there. Death of Mulugata Kabbede is being confirmed. Who killed Mulugata Kabbede? Is Fano behind the assassination of Mulugata Kabbede or some other criminal elements? If a region is destabilized, then several players emerge. Criminal elements obviously have been operating in Amhara as in other parts of Ethiopia. Well, now, when there is instability in the region, obviously these criminal elements will get stronger as well. Fano sources, when they kill high profile people, they don't claim responsibility, especially publicly. They would say that the government killed the man. Just like in the case of an Amhara prosperity party leader who was killed last year, and Fano blamed the government for his killing. But government accused Mere Vodajun with the Shigao of planning the assassination of that man in Amhara. That was the first major assassination in Amhara. Again, no official confirmation from Fano, though some pro-Fano sources are calling Mulugata Kabbede a banda, a traitor. They say traitor has met his fate. Others say no, Fano is not behind the assassination. I don't know who is behind the assassination, but a judge has been killed in the region, showing that the security situation is getting out of hand, definitely getting out of hand. Police officers have been killed in assassination attacks. Prosperity Party members, judiciary, uh, government officials, zonal, Wareda level government officials, dozens killed since last year. Secondly, viewers, at last, National Bank of Ethiopia had to intervene to stabilize the foreign exchange rates in Ethiopia. Know that in July, macroeconomic reforms were introduced by Ethiopian government, and the state ended its control on determination of foreign exchange rates. Banks were authorized to sell and buy foreign currency and announce their exchange rates. The banks were not under any control, and they were buying more dollars, selling less. They were earning huge commission. I mean, if you buy dollar, if a bank buys a dollar from Commercial Bank of Ethiopia for 110 birrs and sells it for 130 birrs, it means that on $1 it earned 20 birrs. The banks were not in check. I raised this issue in an article which I wrote on myviewsandnews.net. I think I mentioned that in a video too a few days ago. I said that the National Bank of Ethiopia will have to intervene. Market should be regularized, and it should operate systematically. At last night, National Bank of Ethiopia intervened. Now it has impose some caps on the difference between buying and selling price of dollars. Difference cannot be more than 2% now. The buying price and selling price difference must not be more than 2%. This is what the National Bank of Ethiopia has announced. And we saw its immediate impact, that the selling price of dollar fell. Suddenly it fell around 10%. Three banks have updated their foreign exchange rate so far. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia was selling a dollar for 123 birrs. But today's selling price is 115 birrs. Cooperative Bank of Oromia was selling a dollar for 126 birr. It fell to 113 birr, uh, according to the new rates published at the bank this morning. So, and the National Bank of Ethiopia has asked all the banks to inform their customers about the commissions they are charging on selling dollars. It should have happened 2 months ago. I think it should have happened in July when macroeconomic reform introduced. Bank took action, but action was taken late. At least now it should be monitored, it should be implemented. Banks have been making money, they've been minting money. There was no check on the banks, and they just made it difficult for people, for investors, for businessmen to buy dollars while they bought dollars from commercial bank easily, and they earned huge commissions while selling the same dollars to investors and businessmen. Thank you for watching.